Today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz.
What?
Nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz?
What?
I don't fuck with you, cuz you disrespecting me. I don't fuck with you, cuz you disrespecting me.
I go hard, cuz. Hey, you guys. Hope you guys are doing good today. Happy Friday. Yes, I'm back with another stream. I'm trying to give you guys as much content as I can before I leave, okay? I'm going to be leaving in a few weeks. I have to have surgery and I'm going to be out of commission. So I'm trying to put out as much content as I can because I won't be able to put up content for a while. But hey, y'all, I hope you guys are doing good. I'm seeing all the comments coming through. Let me make sure my screens is straight. Okay, perfect. So I'm getting ready to go in a bit to my youngest son's basketball game. They are letting him play up. He's going to be playing JV. So I'm like super excited for him. He's a sophomore and he's going to be playing with the juniors and the seniors. Ew. So I'm super happy. And then after that, I'm going to go to dinner. So I hope you guys are doing good. Like I said, come on in. So last night, honey, was lit, okay? Put a teacup. If you guys were watching the versus battle last night, we had a big ass gift party in the Discord. Child, the Bone Thugs in Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia. Boom. Tell me what you gonna do. Man, that shit was so damn lit. It was insane. Okay? I had a good time, but I would say that these verses have changed a lot. I feel like the production is almost too much. I really liked it when it was more simple. Like, I don't care what nobody says. Like I said from day one, my favorite verses was the Snoop Dogg and DMX. It was just so dope to see both of those artists. They're just in the studio. They're kicking it. They're rapping. They're supporting each other. I mean, there had to be at least 150 people on stage. Why are all these people here? All these extra entourages. Steve LaBelle's just up there looking around. Shout out to Steve. You know, it was just a lot. And I think because it was so much of the energy up there and the entourages that it caused a little bit of the drama that we saw with Bizzy Bone. So y'all know I have a soft spot in my heart for Bizzy. Y'all know I'm a big Bone fan. When they were here, when they came to the Twin Cities, me and my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, he surprised me with some tickets. We went to the concert, so shout out to him. I had a good time. I have Bone Thugs in Harmony merchandise. I mean, we've been rocking with Bone since we were like in junior high. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been through like every decade, and I don't think they get the props that they deserve. And 3-6 Mafia is good too, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm a fan of theirs, you know, Juicy J and Project Pat and Lil Chad. Was good to see all of them, right? So it was a lot that went on yesterday, but the music was good. And then all of a sudden, honey, and I was in the middle of editing. So that's what was so fun. I was trying to do the T.I. video and I had it kind of playing. And, you know, I can do two things at once. It's weird. I can edit and still listen to music. And so as I'm editing, all of a sudden, Bizzy Bone was like, y'all ugly motherfuckers ain't about to keep, you know what I'm saying, mocking me. I said, hold on, man, let me go ahead and pause this edit. And I got to record in the drama. Let me go ahead and record this. What the hell? Child, Bizzy Bone went off last night, okay? You hear me? He went off. It was a mess. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I don't know, can I play this? Oh, child, you know how they be trying to do with these copyrights and shit. I'm gonna see if I can play like a little snippet. Just a little snippet. This is him going off. Oh, let me show y'all this. This was me yesterday when Lil Jon and them came out. This was my little ass. This is my ass. Hey, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Y'all wasn't ready. Y'all wasn't ready. That was me last night, honey. Okay? It was dope. They bought out so many artists. They done dug little Flip out from the grave. Remember T.I. killed him years ago in the rap game. Chameleonaire, hadn't seen him in forever. I know he's doing his thing, making his money. You know, Lil Jon, Lil Wayne and his 6 dreadlocks. Even Lil Wayne, even all 6 dreadlocks showed up. They killed it. Good job, Wayne, in the 6 dreadlocks. Okay? So let me show y'all the battle.
Even get started. You ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like straight the fuck up. Nigga, suck my dick. And gangsta boom. Suck my dick. You're a hater.
That's enough. That's enough. Let me come back on the screen, honey. That's enough. So him and Gangsta Boo got into it, 3-6 Mafia, Juicy J was throwing punches. So at that point, I just stopped editing. I said, okay, well, fuck it. We about to, it done got turned up. They even had the nerve to try and do a technical difficulty. They went off the air, but you can still hear everything. It's like, we can hear y'all. They put up a technical difficulty sign. And so everybody on the chat on YouTube was just cracking up because you can hear them still in the background cussing each other out. Somebody get busy, Bone. Calm down, y'all. We didn't come here for this. And then all you see is the technical difficulty sign. Okay, now I see some people like, oh, that was wrong of the chat to talk about his mental health and talk about him needing to take his medicine. First of all, okay, let me go ahead and explain this to y'all. I don't care if you have mental health issues. Okay, a lot of people have mental health and bipolarism and snap out. Okay, just because you have mental health issues, you cannot dictate how people respond. Okay, Busy snapped on Gangsta Boo and the whole crew and caught them ugly and everything else. So she replied back. She went off like, bitch, did you forget your pills today? And I don't think there was anything wrong with her saying that. We all know Busy Bone is a few eggs short of a dozen. We love him. You know what I'm saying? That's our brother. But it's the truth. Busy, did you take your medicine today? Because you're wilding. Okay? But now let me go ahead and tell y'all this. I think it goes a lot deeper because like I always said, I have a soft spot in my heart for Busy Bone. He's been through a lot. We all know he was kidnapped. We all shout out to the 90s kids. Y'all remember watching his story on damn America's Most Wanted? John Welsh is the one who found him. Busy Bone was kidnapped by his mama's boyfriend for years. They didn't know where he was at. He was molested. He's been through it. He's been fighting demons forever. And the fact that he went through all that, a lot of people don't know his backstory. The fact that he went through all that and he was able to become, a pop star, a rapper and everything else, that's all praises due to God. He's been through a lot, but that doesn't excuse the way that he sometimes flips out and he spoils it for the rest of the Bone members. And the Bone members, they've been very patient with him over the years, but Busy, he'll just flip out. I'm like, you having flashbacks? What is going on? Somebody called John Walsh. What is going on, Busy? And I don't see how they were mocking him, but maybe they were. I don't know. I wasn't on stage, but he felt that they were mocking him. But see, a lot of y'all didn't know that. Yes, he has a very traumatic backstory. I'm a big ass Bone fan, honey. And what people don't know is before the battle even started, Busy Bone was calling out 3-6 Mafia. He was demanding that they rebuke Satan in the name of Jesus. Okay, I bet y'all didn't know that. So I think he was already feeling away because as cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs as he can sometimes come on, all of the Bone members, if you guys don't know, they've all converted to Christianity. From Crazy Bone had a whole Christian podcast, and I was here for it. He was exposing the demonic industry. His podcast was really good. And I know for a long time, even when we were growing up, that was always the rumor that Bone were devil worshipers. Y'all remember that song? Dear Mr. Ouija, can you please tell me my future? Will I die murder? Will I die bloody murder? Come again. Come again. Let me stop for, the algorithm turns off my stream for singing. But even when we was younger and they would be like, you take the Bone, back in the day, they was like booklets and CDs and shit. Y'all don't get that because all y'all do is stream. But back in the day, they said if you put the leaflet to the mirror, there's a bunch of coding backwards on the Bone album. So a lot of people attributed Bone to being devil worshipers and things like that. And, a lot of their music was always talking about, the typical 90s shit, violence, drugs, getting high and fucking, but they always had like a little, their beats were kind of a little bit darker, more sinister. But, but they were young, they were very young back then. So they've come into themselves. They found the Lord Jesus Christ. And I love that for them. I love that for these brothers. That's why I support everything they do. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be dark and go through things and then see the light eventually, right? So this is what Busy Bone wrote on Twitter. He went off. And so I think this might have been why he was upset. Maybe, he felt like they're not denouncing Satan. They're still being demonic. So let me go ahead and share this with y'all. This is what he wrote. He says, I got something to say. The entire time during the countdown to this verses, these niggas been bitching about the post. What are they saying in a nutshell is they don't want to be called devil worshippers. Well, what the F? If you and what the F your name 364. That's it. What's the acronym for? F out of here. Mellow rebound. That is the mark of the beast, is it not? Y'all grew up in the church, so y'all knew the ramifications behind naming yourself to make people think that you sold your soul for riches and fame. That's classic. Now you got your money and you want to act like nobody can call you out on it. Y'all got me effed up. I say what I want when I want. I ain't saying nothing, you niggas. I ain't saying nothing. I'm not saving you niggas because you don't want to be saved. This ain't a knob you can slob on to change the fact that y'all use that shit for fame. Now through Jesus Christ, all things are possible, but you want to prove y'all not the same devil worshiping punk ass niggas, then denounce Satan on this big ass platform tonight. I challenge y'all. Now everybody, let's see what they gonna do. If they do not denounce Satan tonight, it is safe to say they know exactly what they are doing and who they are using and what they are using it for. Also, one more Ouija board reference like that covers the toll, and I'm gonna crack that bitch on top of one of y'all fool niggas' heads. It's not Ouija in harmony, hoes. So shut that shit up. Understand me? Now let's see if 3-6 denounces Satan tonight live. Pressure. Okay. Let's see here. Then he goes on to add Timberland and Swiss beats and verses, and he says, I told them to leave me the F alone and let me go on about my devices. I told them now their souls on the line. I'm not playing with these niggas. God bless y'all. See y'all soon. Honey. Okay. So, I don't know if anybody's going hitting that angle, but I think that's what was really bothering him. Because like I said, he's very spiritual now, and they take it very personal if you call them Ouija in harmony. Okay, if you remind them of, their devilish, past in the music business. And a lot of these entertainers are used and they don't realize it until after the fact, and I don't want to knock them. So we see that. And with 666 Mafia, when you break that down, it's 666, the devil's number. And so that's what he was saying. He wanted them to get up there and repent and say, we're all grown now. We understand we were used by the industry to push, dark agenda, get up there and claim, to denounce it in the name of Jesus. And I think because they weren't doing that and they were dismissing him, he felt away. So, child, that fight was, oh God, that fight was classic. But I'm not surprised, that's busy. He's always just kind of gone off the rails like that and, had different episodes, but he's been through a lot, so I'm not excusing him. I just know his backstory. But in the same breath, I'm not going to blame, Gangster Boo for calling him out and saying, did you take your pills? I mean, again, you can't just say anything and attack people and then all of a sudden, oh, you can't touch me, my mental health, fuck out of here. Okay? Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. My little John voice. So yeah, so I just think it was deeper. I think he was bothered spiritually and he just, went on the attack. So, but I had a good time. I had a good time with you guys in the Discord. We partied. I mean, even when they bought out Terrence Howard, I'm like, Terrence Howard came out like he was a legitimate rapper, honey. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I said, okay, Terrence Howard, it's hard out here for a pimp. Last night was lit. If y'all was not there watching it live, you missed it. It's always fun when you watch it with a group of people. I was texting a lot of my friends at the same time. And then when they played my song at the end, it's Bone and Biggie. It's Bone and Biggie. Armed and dangerous. Can't too many can't bang with us. Straight up, we no angel dust. Label us notorious. Hey. I was here for it. I mean, we went down memory lane when they played the Tupac and Bone song. I was here for it. 3-6 Mafia had a lot of bangers as well, but I'm Team Bone. I feel that Bone won. I don't know what the results are. Y'all can write it in the chat. I didn't care about the results. I was Bone won. And then 3-6 Mafia tried to do that Katy Perry song. Now, y'all know. I get it, y'all. You know, got some accolades. Y'all sold 20 million, but wasn't nobody there to listen to a Katy Perry song, okay? And then Bone turned around and played that breakdown with Mariah Carey. Shit, shut them down. Okay, so that was funny. I had a good time. I mean, if you're a Memphis, you know, 3-6 fan, that is your right. I'm not knocking them. I like 3-6 Mafia, but I'm Team Bone. I have the right to choose. Or I can be biased. Okay, it's a versus battle. You pick your side, I picked mine. I'm Team Bone. You can't be in the chat mad because you're Team 3-6, okay? It's just my preference, okay? But yeah, no, it was fun. I had a good time. It was very good. And at the end, let me show y'all, he did come out and he did apologize and he hugged them. So let me just not leave it at that. So let me show y'all when he came back out really quick here. Because yeah, that fight was insane. Okay, let me show y'all them making up. Kissing and making up here. All right. So at the end, he did come back and he did, you know, apologize for his behavior. And, you know, of course, the group was apologizing. They always got to apologize for Busy's behavior, honey. I know they're tired. Bone is tired of apologizing for his antics, but I'm glad that he came out himself and he also apologized, you know, and so it ended on a good note. I had a good time. Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats here. Welcome. Come on in. We got about 5,000 people in here. Come on in. Let's see here. K Cecilia, Sam 499. She says, "Hey T, love you. Thanks for giving us amazing content and as always. Thank you so much and thanks for coming through, sis." Wendy sent 1999. She says, "Love you, T. Congratulations on your podcasting milestones. You are a superstar in my eyes and a jewel in these YouTube streets. Love you and hit the like button, y'all." Thank you so much, sis. Yes, hit the like button. If you guys don't know, Spotify personally sent my end of the year wrap up for the Spotify Unwrapped or Unwind or whatever for what I did for the year. And my stats jumped. Like last year when I started the podcast in 2020, I came in number 79 in news. And this year I made it up to number 17 in the country. So that, you know, it's a great accomplishment and I feel very proud. And I also want to thank you guys as well for supporting me and listening to the podcast and sharing it. And the fact that over 31,000 people had me as their top podcast is amazing. And I'm just very, very grateful. And shout out to everybody who came on my podcast this year, who shared their story, from BL Sherelle to Emily to my good sis Janae. So just thank you guys so much. And there's more to come. We're getting everything ready for the green room shows. So we'll probably start that next week. I got a lot of really good topics and I can't wait to have you guys call in and just, you know, come and talk and just, you know, keep the energy really cool. So thank you guys for your support and definitely thank you to Spotify. You know, I had a meeting with them yesterday for about 30 minutes and it went really well. And they really fuck with your girl. They do. And it just makes me happy because I wish I got that same type of support from YouTube. But unfortunately, I guess they only fuck with people with millions and millions of subscribers. Whereas Spotify, they see, you know what I'm saying? They see something in me. And they like me and they just want me to be myself. They're not talking about me changing or dumbing down my content or trying to act like somebody I'm not. So the fact that they just like me and what I bring to the table is just refreshing. You know, I think that's how it should be. We shouldn't have to dumb ourselves down or say things like vaccine and the R word. We should just be able to have meaningful dialogue as adults, regardless if you agree or disagree. So just thank you guys. And thank you to everybody who sent me screenshots showing me that I was, you know, their number one on their Spotify Unwrapped. So thank you. I appreciate it, y'all. Let's see here. AC Senpai says, "I love both groups. Busy threw that holy water." Yes, he did. He did throw that microphone like it was holy water. Bitch, bless you. He was like, hit Gangsta Boo dead in the forehead. Yeah, he wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He wanted them to I guess, praise the Holy Spirit, honey, and start doing the church praise or something. I said, so Busy wasn't playing. He said, y'all gonna rebuke Satan one way or another. I'm a bush in here with this dang on microphone, child. You gotta love Busy. Thank you so much, AC. I appreciate you, love. Marcus, the CEO. What's up, Marcus? At $9.99 says, hey, auntie, I had to catch the playback, but wanted to stop and show some love. # Discord gang. Thank you, Marcus. Thanks for coming through. Kayla Bapp says, love you, T. Do you have a P.O. box to receive gifts? I noticed 50 Cent will only apologize to certain women. Love from England. Ooh, you peeped that? I wasn't even going to go there. He will break his neck to make sure he apologizes to white women in the industry. Remember when Chelsea Handler threw away his old girlfriend? Oh, he made sure to apologize, but be still clowning Vivica Fox till this day. And even told the world that Vivica ate his, his ass. I don't know what the hell that was about, Vivica. But yeah, he will. He'll go out his way to apologize to certain women, but whatever, honey. That's 50. But thank you for the super chat, love. Inji, you gotta be from South Africa. I like that name. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but thank you for coming through. She sent $79.99 in ZAR money. She says, finally caught another live from South Africa. Yes, I guessed it. Thank you so much, love. Thanks for coming through. Let's see here. Oh, hold on, just disappeared. Nene sent $4.99, says, did you hear that NBA YoungBoy is not getting paid from YouTube and deleted his YouTube himself? I did see that interview with DJ Academics. Now, what I find very interesting with that is that now he's coming out saying that he wasn't getting paid from his YouTube videos. But not even a year or so ago, he was bragging. Okay, that's what I'm saying. These rappers front all the time. He was bragging that he makes so much money off of his YouTube videos, the views. The views that he gets on his YouTube have been calculated to be about 11 million a year. So the fact that he's not getting any of that money is disgusting. Okay? So that just lets you know how much these artists are literally slaves to the industry. That he's not getting a percentage of that money, that makes no sense. But see, this is what happens when they get into these 360 deals and they literally own you. That's why it's better to get your fame first, build yourself up, and then you go to the table showing them what you can do. That's why a lot of times it's better to be independent. The sad part is many of us YouTubers make more than some of these rappers, and that's facts. And we own all our own content. We're not in a 360 deal. So the fact that he came out and said that, to me, is disgusting that the record labels are not giving these artists their money. These are their platforms. He had that platform before he ever was signed. Everybody has a YouTube channel damn near. So the fact that they can take over your YouTube channel and then not pay you for the money that you're generating, yeah, I would definitely feel away. But again, why brag and act like that's all your money? So that's why I had to give some of these artists the side eye, because again, they keep putting out this narrative to the youth that they're balling and they got it like that. And they really don't. All they have is fame. And we live in a world now where people equate fame to money, and it's two totally different things. Some of the richest people, you couldn't tell you could walk past them down the street, you wouldn't even know they were rich. That's real wealth. When you can lay your head down at night and you don't have to worry about paparazzi all up in your face and you're able to shop and go where you want to go. I'd rather have wealth than fame, because it seems like a lot of these folks who have fame, their bank account ain't equaling. And that's sad. So, again, they chase that fame, and then once they get it and they see that their money is not equaling the amount of fame that they have, then it's the big bad record label. This is why we have to have real conversations about the music industry and the music business. And it's not just NBA YoungBoy. We can also talk about, rock and roll groups who have blasted the music industry. Let's take it back to Prince, okay? Shout out Minneapolis. Prince. Now, everybody thought he was crazy back in the 90s when we were growing up and he had slave written on his face. He's like, I'm producing my own music. I'm writing my tracks. I'm making my beats. I'm doing all this in my home studio. And yet the label is telling me I have to pay back royalties and they own the majority of the music that I'm making. And everybody dismissed him as crazy. And 20-something years later, nothing has changed. You're seeing Taylor Swift having to re-record her album, Ashanti having to re-record her album because Irv Gotti owns her masters. So this is things that we have to talk to people about because the playing field right now is leveled. So there's really no reason for people to be trying to run to go get these 360 deals. But the problem is people want fame. And that's the real problem. And when you're chasing fame and you want to be seen on a global level, well, that is what happens. You can't have both. It's very hard to have both. Very rare to have that. This is why a lot of these old ass artists, let me keep it real, Bone included, 3-6 Mafia included, drunk ass Shaka Khan. Well, no, she wasn't drunk. She was high out her mind. Coke, possibly. This is why they're doing verses. They're trying to get, their name back out there, trending and buzzing and all that stuff because they need their money. This is why a lot of these artists are still touring till they're in their 60s because the music game is nothing but a hustle. They'll give you all the fame that you want and all the notoriety that you want. But like Left Eye said, when her and TLC, they sold 10 million copies, would have walked away with 5 million, and the label took what'd she say, 3.6 right off the top, and then her, T-Boz, and Left Eye and Chili were left with like 2 million. Then you're in the tax bracket, so you got to pay a certain amount, and then once taxes and all that is taken off, they're left with $300,000 a piece. Like she said, I can buy a home with that, and then what am I going to pay my bills with? So it's sad. So I hope instead of people dismissing this or clowning him, they're really understanding, how these labels take advantage of these young kids, but also these young kids need to understand that it's far better to own your masters and own your work and own your YouTube channel and own your own music, okay? And get your money like that. You may not end up making millions of dollars, but at least it's your own shit. Ain't nothing worse than putting in work and then everybody else is eating off of you and they're living better than you're living and you're the commodity being pimped. So thank you for that super chat, love. Oh yeah, they said Doja's going through it too. Yeah, I heard about that. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. Financial literacy. Thank you, Eastingers. Facts. The hustler's always getting hustled. People in the problem. Yes, it's a lot. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up, love. TJ Senpai says, Bone did songs with Mariah. They won hands down. Yeah, Bone got songs with everybody. I love Bone, and their natural harmonizing is dope. Let's see here. Silver Psalm says, on a night with the girls, saw you were live and thought I'd show some love. Have a good evening. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming through. Tizzy sent 999 says, I've been a fan since the T-Fizzle days. I wasn't able to send a super chat when I was in Jamaica. Now I'm in Maryland. I finally can. You need to bring back Nutty New York and Wretched Ass Florida. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming through, love. Appreciate you. All About Me sent 2 says, I never got the link to work. Can anything be done? Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. I apologize. I know people are mad at me. I don't control Upgrade Chat. We've never had this issue. I think it was so many of y'all running to go join the Discord yesterday that everything crashed. Because for the people who have joined Discord, we've never had that issue. Like, everything crashed. Rejoice had to email the Upgrade Chat people, and they're like, yeah, everything is crashing. We're trying to get it back up. So everything came back up about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And so, we had like almost 1,000 people join. So people got in. I don't know why it did not work for some of y'all. I am sorry. I don't know. But a lot of people got in yesterday because they were in the friend finder room celebrating and cheering. But yeah, I don't know why it crashed. I just think so many people ran to join that it caused some type of issue. So, I'm sorry. Just try back again when the link whenever the link comes back up. But I'm still going to give you guys, you know, even if you're not in the Discord is a community. So it's different from Patreon and the membership, but you guys are still going to get exclusives. Put a teacup if you guys watch the Omnicrime alien video that I did. So I'm going to do more of that, you know, for people who are on those platforms. And a lot of people enjoyed it. So thank you guys for the feedback, because I read all of the feedback on those platforms. So that way I kind of know what the next deep dive will be. And I know you guys were not expecting that. I went really deep. I'm sure y'all probably thought I was going to be like, oh, wash your hands and wear a mask. And I was like, we about to go deep. You know, and I just really enjoyed it. I love talking about the simulations, the whole alien thing. Everything goes very, very deep with what we're dealing with. So I'm still going to keep you guys informed with those types of videos. So don't worry, you know, but I don't know what happened, and I feel bad. It was a lot of people that were like upset, but I don't control their platform. Like, it crashed. And so I don't know, but people got in. There were tons of people who got in. They just kept trying. They kept refreshing. I'm still going through the emails. Do not email me. Let me go through the first batch of emails that I have for the people who are trying to rejoin. I'm still going through the emails. And if you're trying to rejoin and you've been out of the Discord about 6 months, you should be fine to just go ahead and rejoin. I shouldn't need to unban you, because I think after 6 months, it clears your name out of the system. But if you were banned like 2-3 months ago, you have to get unbanned. So if it's been longer than 6 months, you're free to just try. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just been so many people contacting me and sending me messages. It's just a lot, because it's just me. And I can only do so much at once. And then on top of trying to, you know, oh God, juggle everything else. So yes, sometimes emails get lost. They get flooded out. So I'm trying to go through. It may take a day or two. Just please be patient. If you sent me a message, do not flood me with messages today. I'm only answering messages from yesterday. Okay. So don't go send me messages today about how the link didn't work. I'm only dealing with people who are trying to rejoin. Those were the only ones who were supposed to email me. So yeah, I'm tired. It's a lot. But I apologize all about me. Like I said, I don't know why it didn't work for some people, but obviously it worked for 1,000 people, because literally 1,000 people came flooding in there. Folks were crying and, oh, it's a whole new world. Like, y'all had me cracking up in the damn friend finder room. So, yeah, just I'm sorry. There's nothing I could do. I had to wait. What was I telling Queen C? I said, I'm about to stay in the friend finder room. I said, because they are going off on me on Patreon. I'm gonna just hide out in the Discord, because folks were so mad yesterday. And I'm like, we're trying to figure out what was going on, because even I had a problem trying to go onto Upgrade Chat and try to get the people unbanned to get them back in the Discord. It kept crashing for me and it wasn't loading. So that's when I had Rejoice reach out to them, and she did. And they're like, yeah, it just crashed. And I think it was because of the tea sippers. So we're still trying to get all that figured out. So I apologize, but it's not my platform. I don't have any connection with them. They're just the ones who are the payments are attached through them for the Discord. So, I mean, you had people signing up for merchant services and then saying, oh, well, I paid for a merchant service. I never told anybody to sign up for merchant services. So you need to email them directly and get your $5 back from them. What were you going to be a merchant of? You're not selling anything. Y'all was just trying to get on there. So y'all was just clicking on stuff, signing up for stuff. That's not what the instructions said. So just contact them. If you signed up for the merchant services, contact Upgrade Chat and they'll get you back your $5. Child, whoo, it's too much. But shout out to all the people who got in there, because they did. A lot of folks, if you're a new Discord member, put a teacup in the chat. Welcome, 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 because a lot of folks got in last night. A lot of people did. Let's see here. Melinda Martinez says, congratulations. I love your podcast. Thank you, Melinda. Thanks for coming through, love. Sandra Richardson says, hey, T, ending my day with you is the best. Congratulations on all your continued success. Thank you so much, Sandra. Appreciate you, love. Hold on, it just disappeared. I got a bunch of super chats coming through. Hold on. Tazaria Willis says, you're my number one podcast. I spent 85,000 minutes listening to you. Much love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. Misty Senpai says, last night was so fun. You are really my sister from another mister, I swear. Thank you for the Discord. It's thebomb.com. You deserve all your flowers. Thank you so much, Misty. And I'm glad I think all the 90s folks in the Discord had a ball yesterday. We were clowning with the gifts. Y'all had me dying. When they started doing the Pimp C, when they was playing Pimp C song, everybody was putting up the pimp gifts. And it was so cute because like the little young ones in the Discord were like, I don't know any of these songs. I'm 19. I'm like, you need to pull up your Shazam. These are classics, okay? Shazam what they're playing because we're trying to enjoy ourselves, kids. Y'all should be in bed any damn way. There was so many little kids in there like, I don't know this song, but I'm having fun. We had a ball yesterday. I'm telling you, all the 90s kids, we had a ball last night. I'm telling you, after I got done with the party, that's when I went back to editing. So I didn't get done editing until like 2:30 this morning. And then I finally went to sleep. But yeah, last night was a ball, honey. I was like, if y'all don't go Shazam, y'all's confused selves. What song is this, T? Shazam! But I got time to be trying to explain these classics to y'all. But thank you, Misty. Thanks for coming through. Chris Gold says, hey, T, I've been a subscriber since 2015. The first video of yours I saw was the McDonald's employee who went on a rampage and tore up stuff. I fell out when you called him filthy McFat ass. I forgot all about that video. Oh my gosh. I've always had jokes. I called him filthy McFat ass, child. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Let me go ahead. Let's get to the next topic. Thank y'all for just all the love. I really appreciate it. So I want to go on here. I got to talk about this, child. We got to talk about this. Tristan, third trimester Thompson has struck again. Now, if y'all remember, I gave him that, I'm always coming up with witty names. I gave him that name years ago because it's always some fuckery around a female's third trimester when concerning Tristan. Remember when he was with his first baby mama, I forget her, Jordan. That's her name. Ironically enough, her name is Jordan. She is McRib's cousin. You know McRib, Kevin Hart's wife. That's her cousin. So when he knocked her up, he left her in the third trimester for Khloe Kardashian, okay? And then when Khloe Kardashian was pregnant with True, he was cheating on her in her third trimester. And it came out, and I didn't care. I felt no ways because she did the same thing to Jordan. Well, today I was minding my damn business. And all of a sudden, it hit the news that Tristan third trimester Thompson is at it again. Let me go ahead and show you guys my screen. This is what they're saying. Exclusive. Tristan, third trimester Thompson, is expecting a baby boy with Texas personal trainer who is now suing him for child support after a steamy months-long fling while he was dating Khloe, okay? And what was so funny is that the other day, this LeBron James follower, because LeBron James had kicked out some people. Now they deserve to be kicked out. You don't play with people's kids. They were saying a lot of foul shit about LeBron James's son. So LeBron James got them kicked out the arena. Well, this person was clowning him because him and Khloe broke up in June. And I guess maybe this random white man, honey, had some tea and was saying a lot of things to Tristan about Khloe and cheating and stuff like that. So he got the refs to kick this dude out. Get him booted out. And this was, again, I had to bring y'all a flashback. Throwback of when Khloe Kardashian gave birth to baby True after the cheating scandal. I'm messy. I'm just saying it happened in her third trimester. And then, yeah, that's how I looked this morning. Low-key shocked, but not shocked. So they're saying that Tristan, third trimester Thompson, is cheating with a personal trainer. Let me show y'all this woman. This is, very, just very average child. This is the personal trainer. Most people when they're pregnant, they're like glowing. I just get an ashy look from her. Just very ashy, I guess. Okay. So he left Chloe for this random woman. Her name is Marley Nichols, okay? It's Marley. Child. And so Chloe wrote this. She said, oh, this was during the birthday, I think. They were, wishing him happy birthday. Everything seemed to be okay. Now, what I find very interesting with this whole situation is this personal trainer. She hasn't even given birth yet. This is how you know a lot of these men they're just jokes out here. This woman has not even given birth yet. And she's literally out here filing for child support. The child ain't even here yet. And she's already just getting ready to get money. She knows she done hit the jackpot. See, and this is my issue. And then when you hold these men accountable, then it's male bashing. My thing is Tristan Thompson is the one who has something to lose here. Okay? Regardless if he was with Chloe, not with Chloe, why would you be raw dogging a random personal trainer? It just doesn't make any sense. If you're going to be out there cheating, why not strap up? So now you got this trailer trash trainer. Yeah, I said it. Out here about to she done hit the lick, done hit the jackpot. And so he got the nerve to be mad. Honey, they done found a letter. He's out here threatening her.
21 teacher.
Hold on, let me pull this up. Here it is. He done got caught sending her a threatening fucking text message. And I don't feel bad for him. So let me read y'all what he said. This is from page 6. Pull out the tiny violins, y'all. So third trimester says this. You know how I feel. My feelings haven't changed at all and won't be involved at all. By the way, if you think having this baby is going to make you some money, it's completely wrong. You are aware that I'm retiring after this season. So in terms of support, it will be whatever is required monthly for someone who's unemployed. It's Texas, so it will only be a couple $100. So you better off taking this $75K I'm offering because you won't get nothing near that with having a kid with a father who's unemployed. All you will have is a baby with a father who has zero involvement with the child and a few $100 of child support a month. Why did I really like that? Tristan, shut your ass up. First and foremost, idiot, she doesn't have to take your $75K, okay? Once the baby is here, they will go off of your income. Why does he act like him being unemployed is the same as the fry cook at McDonald's? Motherfucker, you're worth millions. Can't compare yourself to the damn fry cook. Because I'm unemployed, so there's not going to be any money coming in. Bullshit. She gonna still be able to get a damn bag regardless of your unemployment status, brother. So you thinking that you can, try and threaten her to just take this $75K or else is bullshit. And then the fact that you're telling her now that you're not going to have anything to do with your child is bullshit. Again, this is why I also have to hold women accountable. And when I said this a few years ago, when it came to the Keith Sweat situation, y'all want to come for me and say I was being harsh. But this is the reality of the matter. Some of you females get yourself into situations where you think getting pregnant by a rich man and running after that bag is somehow going to force that man into having a bond with this child. That's not how it works, okay? A man can have sex with you, knock you up, cut you a check, and have nothing to do with the child. Because a lot of times with a lot of these guys, especially when they have money, they will deal with the baby mother accordingly, depending on how you got pregnant. Was it a situation where you guys were in some type of loving relationship like him and Chloe when she got pregnant with True? He's going to treat her differently than this trailer trash trainer plotting to get pregnant. And it wasn't much of a plot because I doubt he was using condoms, but she might have lied and said she was on birth control. Let's keep it real. People lie every day, B. Okay? And that's what I was saying. But y'all want to attack me and cry and oh, well, what about holding these guys accountable? I hold men accountable just like I hold women accountable. I hold both because it takes two to tango. Tristan gets no sympathy from me in this situation, and neither does the trailer trash trainer, because she knew what it was. But this is proof, per what he's saying, how some men think. I wasn't in a relationship with you. You told me you were on birth control. Now you're knocked up. I don't want to have nothing to do with the child. They will basically ignore and disown the child who has nothing to do with the fuck shit based on how the mother got pregnant. But y'all swapping down, I was reaching. He's basically telling y'all this. Well, telling her, because he didn't knock me up. He's telling her ass that, okay? And that's how some men think. And as women, you need to be aware of this. You can't force a bond that was never there. So before you go putting your uterus and womb at risk to try and just have a baby by somebody, you need to understand this. It's a lot easier to have a child in a loving relationship where both parents wanted the child and are there, regardless if they stay together or not, but are going to be there to raise a healthy child. Now this woman is going to be raising this child alone. He don't want to have nothing to do with the baby. And she gets her money. But getting that money is not the same as having a parent be there for your child and helping to raise your child. Ask all of Fetty Wap's baby's mothers. Turquoise Miami, I just did a stream about her earlier. Her and Fetty had a one-night stand when she got pregnant. Hence why he had no connection to her or the baby. But now wants to use the baby's death for sympathy, sadly. So we need to watch that. And that's just the truth. It may be harsh. I didn't make the rules, bitch. I just live in the world. Okay? So you need to understand that going in. That whole chasing the bag mentality, the only person who really suffers is the child. So yeah, you might get a $10,000 check every month, but the child is an outcast. And that's not a good feeling. Ask some of your friends who are side chick babies. I have a few friends who are side chick babies. It's not a good feeling. You know, wanting that relationship with that parent, but they don't want to have one because of based on how the mother got pregnant. You know, it's sad because it's the child that suffers. You know, but I don't feel bad for third trimester Thompson. He should have wrapped it up. You're in a position of power. You never believe a woman and say that she's on birth control. Should have wore fucking 4 condoms. No, don't do that because they'll bust and then you find yourself in a worse situation. But I think at this point, he needs to get snipped. I mean, this is just ridiculous. How many more kids are you going to have, Tristan, by, you know, different women? But it's just very ironic how he's like, oh, I'm about to be unemployed. This is my last season, okay? What is your point, sir? You're worth millions, okay? She's still going to get a check. You act like you've been working at McDonald's for the past 5 years. You were in the NBA. She's still going to get a nice little bag from you. So the whole situation is a mess. I don't feel bad for third trimester Tristan. I don't feel bad for the trailer trash trainer. She knew what time it was and she knew what she was trying to do. She was chasing that bag. Hence why she's running to go sue before the baby's even born. I mean, it's insane. But again, this is what some of these athletes do. We'll knock up anything and then cry foul and you know, play victim afterwards. I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for Chloe either. Sorry, I don't. Because it was all good when she was the other woman and, you know, taking Jordan away from her baby's father and all that mess. And he was willing to go along with Chloe because Chloe is a bigger star. And now she's getting her karma. She was so mad at Jordan Woods and everything was Jordan Woods' fault. And I'm not excusing Jordan because y'all know I held Jordan Woods accountable too. Because there's certain things you don't do. At the end of the day, that was her best friend's sister's baby's daddy. She had no business hugging him, kissing him, sitting on his lap. None of that shit. It's too many peeing in the sea for you to be trying to creep with Tristan. So they both were wrong. But it's very funny how they were so quick to fully turn on Jordan and make her the issue, but not Tristan. Again, you get them how, you know, you lose them how you get them. So I don't feel bad for Chloe. You know, she'll probably still have another baby with him because, you know, they're big on having kids by the same people. So I can see her getting knocked up again just so they have the same, you know, dad. But I don't feel bad for any of these people. It's just a bunch of mess and STDs. So ladies, be careful. You know, just be careful. You know, give yourself to somebody who wants to be a father, who wants to be in your child's life. You know, got a lot of women out here who are chasing the bag, and yeah, they get a check and they might be living a certain lifestyle, but it gets very lonely when you're the only one at these parent-teacher conferences, when you're the only one at the basketball games, football games, when you're the only one getting up at night changing diapers, you know. So it's so much better when it's both parents. They're raising a child and seeing that child grow. But again, this new generation, honey, I don't know. Y'all be on some, you know, chasing the bag shit. But let's see here. Jadine says, is Upgrade Chat still a part of YouTube? Also, if I cancel my YouTube membership, can I see the post on your community? No, Upgrade Chat has nothing to do with YouTube. Upgrade Chat is strictly for the Discord. If you cancel the YouTube membership, you can see the public stuff, but you can't see anything I write privately. You can't see any of the private links I post and stuff like that. So that's what the memberships are. They're just strictly for people who are members of the platform. Now, when I post things publicly, you're able to see that. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you for the super chat, JD. Calla Marie sent 20 says, it wasn't Upgrade Chat. It also depended on the browser that you use when clicking the link. My fiance had to use his Safari to get me in. Did you ever check out Vexil prediction of the virus and its distribution? No, I didn't see that. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on. I'm not sure. I had somebody, they done had to go to their mama house and use their mom's computer, and they were able to get in, and then they had the mom join the Discord too, so both mother and daughter were in there celebrating. So I don't know, how some of y'all got in versus how other people couldn't get in. I do not know what was going on yesterday. It was like the weirdest thing. But yeah, folks were like trying for hours, and it was almost like a roll of the dice how people got in. It was just weird. But thank you for the super chat, sis. Let's see here. Angel Robinson says, Auntie, people don't understand the difference with fame and wealth. You always speak the truth. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. It's free for tea. Thank you so much. Yes, please hit the like button. Child, when I tell you I fell out the other day when I got done my live stream and I seen there was no dislikes, I said, oh, shit. I know the dislike trolls are big mad. Y'all can't see your dislikes. Sucks to be y'all. You know, I know they're mad as hell because they be here before the fucking fans. Dislike. I'm like, the stream hasn't even started yet. Why y'all mad? You're on the notifications just to hit dislike. Child, I know they was big mad, honey, because I was cracking up after the stream like, oh shit, no dislikes. You know, I don't care about the dislikes. I don't think YouTube should have took them away. I think people should have the right. If you dislike something, cool. But I feel like people do weaponize it. Now, if you watch an entire video and you're like, nah, I don't agree, this is whack, then I can respect that. But if the video has been up for 2 minutes and you're literally like disliking it's a 20-minute video, I don't want to cuss. Kick rocks, okay? Just kick rocks. But yeah, they done got rid of the dislikes, honey. They said old man Joe couldn't handle it. He was like, oh no, they're disliking all my political shit. Get rid of the dislikes. But when Trump was in office, honey, they was here for the dislikes. Interesting. Let's see here. Angie Reed says, thank you, T. Sending you love. You look beautiful, by the way. Thank you so much for the $25, Angie. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Goth Boy, what's up, Goth Boy? He says, Tristan got that witch spell on his ass. Snip that, homeboy. You making black men look bad. Anyways, love you, T. Damn near 10K views. YouTube needs to stop playing. We need you at 1 million subscribers. Thank you so much, Goth Boy. I know you was salty because they took over that celebrity chat room. We had started partying in there by accident. I forgot to move it to the friend finder. I said, Goth Boy about to wake up and be hot. Because you know, the more that you post, you got to scroll all the way up. And all the new stuff got flooded out with just memes. So I was like, oh, you know, because y'all live in the celebrity chat room, honey. They got sleeping bags and pillows in there. That is their room. I said, he about to wake up and be like, what the hell is this? Where's all the stories? It was just all these memes in there. I was like, oh, we done partied in the wrong damn room. That shit was funny, but thank you for the super chat, love. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Really, Jay says, I'm keeping up with the Kardashians. Khloe literally froze her egg to give True a sibling. Hell, she probably found a surrogate already, shaking my head. Oh, I didn't even know she did that. But yeah, she's gonna have another kid by him. I don't, at this point, she knows he has a wandering peen, you know, so that's on them. I feel no ways. But thank you for the super chat. Let's see, how long have I been on here? Ooh, damn, almost an hour. Ooh, time be flying. Okay. Let me go ahead and let's see here. Let me go ahead and get this last topic. I got to talk about this. Actually, it's two topics I got to talk about. Okay. Somebody said, okay, Colby said Texas has a cap on child support payments, sis. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, that's good. That's good. But he's still going to have to pay a good amount. Like, let's not act like he's only going to be paying $200 a month. You know, he's still an NBA star. He's still going to be paying a good amount. She may not walk away with $50,000 a month, but she's going to get a several $1,000s, trust. But I think that's good. There should be a cap. You know, I don't think it costs somebody $25,000 a month to raise a child. I think, and I get wanting the child to have the same, you know, lifestyle, you know, from one house to another. But let's keep it real. Child support has turned into a hustle for some people. You know, it doesn't. At this point, it's just, you know, side chick support. It's not even really about the child. And you have a lot of women who just sit on child support and get all this money. And then once the child turns 18, then it's, oh my God, what do I do? And, you know, they're trying to sue and figure out stuff. And it's like, you've been getting 10 to 20 grand a month. Why have you not started businesses, went to school, bettered yourself? It's insane. You have women who only get maybe $200 or $300 a month. Some don't get nothing. And they're still able to better themselves and take care of their kids. So there's no reason for a woman to get child support for 18 years, especially that large amount. And then you have nothing to show for it once the child support stops. That is ridiculous to me. So, and that's just keeping it real. I think people need to, it shouldn't be something where people are just using it to fund their lifestyle. They should be using that child support to better themselves and better their situation for that child. Period, point blank. So I think that's good that Texas has a cap. So thank you for that. 1,000 Skies says, hey T, finally caught a live, sending you love from South Korea. Hope your day is going well. Thank you for the 65,000 won. I don't know what that translates to in South Korean money, but thank you so much and thanks for coming through. I'm glad you were able to catch me. So I got to talk about this situation with the baby, honey. So the baby is being blasted by the HIV/AIDS organization. They are very upset with him. They feel like they have been played, child. Let me go ahead and read y'all this article. I fell out when I heard this story. So this is what they're saying. Let's see here. They done wrote the whole damn thing. Okay, so this is what it is. They're saying, on August 31st, 9 organizations, including GLAAD and the Black AIDS Institute, released a joint statement saying that they had met with the baby to educate him and share their personal stories. In return, the baby apologized for the inaccurate, hurtful comments he made about people living with HIV and received our personal stories and the truth about HIV and its impact on the Black and LGBTQ communities with deep respect. By November, it seemed that all was forgiven as the baby announced he was working with Rolling Loud again and going on a multi-city tour called the live show Killer. Rolling Loud supporters support second chances, and we believe the baby has grown and learned from his experience, the company said in a statement about the tour. But 3 of the organizations that the baby sat down with told the Daily Beast that they have not heard from the rapper since. Nor did he ever make a financial contribution for towards their respective groups. The 6 organizations include GLAAD, Jalid Compass, National Minority AIDS Council, Prevention Access Campaign, Southern AIDS Coalition, Transclusive Group did not return the Daily Beast request for comment. Okay, then this other one, the Positive Women's Network of Vanita Ray confirmed that they had not been in contact with the rapper. He never donated to the group, but added the door is always open to speak to the baby. Though we felt the conversation was extremely powerful a couple months ago, we haven't heard anything back as an organization since our conversation. They also went on to state, he stated that the baby has not made any financial contribution, while pointing out Lil Nas X helped raise thousands of dollars in his industry. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't give a fuck. This is funny to me. First of all, how y'all mad and out here blasting this man because he didn't give y'all money? I'm confused. I thought this was about educating the baby. Okay? I didn't know that he was in turn supposed to pay for this so-called said education. So y'all are basically mad because he didn't give y'all any money. Am I correct? Because everybody, if you Google this story, they're all saying the same thing. We sat down with the baby. We told him our stories. We talked to him, and then he ghosted us, and no financial contribution was made. Wait, what? Wait, hold up. I'm just over here cracking up, and they're like all over social media blasting him. I mean, on different sites and things like that, and they're all saying that, you know, he didn't contribute anything. So you mean to tell me that these organizations are out here like Umar Johnson? You guys have now turned into the Wikipedia? So it went from y'all trying to teach him to he needs to donate, he needs to give us money. Now, granted, it'd be nice, you know, be a nice gesture if he, you know, cut a check, but I didn't know that was mandatory. I thought it was all about education and helping out. So they don't came back on their Umar Johnson shit, and they're basically going off right now because they feel like the baby is, you know, being selfish by not donating any money, child. Let me go ahead and share this with y'all. They done turned into Umar, and I'm just laughing at this whole story because I'm like, I thought it was about education, but it seems to me that it's about getting money and donations and gifts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember this.
Donations. Gifts. More gifts.
I cannot stand Umar. These organizations are out here like Umar Johnson, honey, and Wikipedia. They're like donations, gifts. DaBaby, if you don't cut these people a check and get them out your hair, because they're going to be sending you a note, they're going to be blasting you every other month on social media till you cut a check. So I suggest you cut them a check and get them out your damn hair. I fell out when I read that story. I said, okay, so basically it wasn't really about education. Y'all wanted to run to, you know what I'm saying, get clout around him with this whole controversy in hopes that he would donate and give gifts. Got it. The whole situation is a damn mess. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats. Abby Boykin, thank you so much for the super sticker. Says, thanks for being you. Thank you for coming through, love. Appreciate you. J Jersey Girl Send 5 say, yay, I'm awake for the live. Don't have to work the graveyard shift. Much love from Salt Lake City, Utah. Thank you so much for coming through, sis. Let's see here. Faith Live says NBA's music director said that YouTube gets 11.9 million per year through YouTube, according to the Wall Street Journal. Yeah, That's what I was telling y'all earlier. The fact that they make 11.9 million off of his YouTube channel that he started and he doesn't get any of that is sick. It's sick. So these young artists, they need to really read their contract and understand what his 360 deal is. That means they own every part of you. If you get a deal now with the liquor line, they get a percentage. If you get a deal with the wig line, they get a percentage. If you get a deal, you know, promoting, you know, some random doctor gave you free breast implants and he's willing to give you X amount of dollars for everybody who comes in to get breast implants, the record label gets a cut of that. That is insane. So yeah, I'd be mad too if I was NBA YoungBoy. Because the way, like I said, the way he was talking a year or so ago, he must have thought he was going to get that check and he found out he wasn't getting none of it. But somebody got that money. So thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. Brenda Bunch sent $49.99. Thank you so much, Brenda. She says, hey, T, don't mean to go off topic, but can we talk about how you should have 1 million subscribers? It's a shame that YouTube be fronting. You deserve all the accolades, nothing but respect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And, you know, we've come to the conclusion that I've been at 1 million. They just don't want to show it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know, I'm not tripping out for the numbers anymore. Like I said a few streams ago, I'm over the algorithm, the numbers, because it stifles creativity. It makes you focus more on numbers and who's subscribing and all that stuff than just creating content. And now that I just don't focus on it anymore, I'm able to create and be more free. You know, I made a 5-hour Travis Scott, you know, Astroworld breakdown. And then Hulu tried to copy suit and got drugged to the point where they had to pull their shit down. You know what I'm saying? But I never did it for YouTube views. Like I said, I could have posted on YouTube and got probably hundreds and thousands of views. But it wasn't about that. I wanted the people who like deep dives and who understand my thought pattern. I wanted to make that video for them to watch and take something away from. It wasn't for the mainstream audience, and it never will be. It will never be posted on YouTube. So I think Hulu was stupid for trying to capitalize the way they did, and they went about it the wrong way. Had they waited, because they actually have the means to investigate, to wait how everything plays out, and then come back a year from now and talk about the tragedy, it would have looked a lot more professional than them trying to run behind social media personalities, YouTubers, and trying to do a YouTube style, oh, let's just string together all this stuff and call it a quick documentary. You know, so that's why they got drugged. They really could have did it how they did the Fire Festival. So you mean to tell me they can wait for the Fire Festival where nobody died? They can wait a whole year to give a great, accurate, it was a great documentary, a breakdown of what happened during the Fire Festival. But then with this situation that was a lot more serious, they ran to put together a documentary, and this shit just happened 3 weeks ago. That was silly on their part, hence why they pulled it down. So yeah, I think once I just stopped caring about all that, I feel a lot better making these deep dive videos. And the one that I did the other day, I mean, that took me probably like 7 hours to edit, and I had been researching for about 2 days. And that just felt good. You know what I'm saying? Researching, putting that together, and then putting it on those platforms and calling it a day and not caring about the YouTube views, the clicks. I just don't care anymore because they play with my numbers, and now I'm just used to it. So I just thank people who just, you know, support and watch my stuff outside of YouTube as well, from my podcast to the people who support my deep dive videos. So thank you. So, and I'm working on another one. I know a few people want me to do a deep dive on the whole Alex Baldwin thing. So I'm trying to work on that and a few other things too. So they'll be coming because they take a lot longer to create, but I'll have more coming down the pipeline as well. So thank you for that super chat, sis. Tazar sent $4.99 says, your Draw My Life popped up and I watched it. Wow, you are an inspiration. Respect to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I have no idea why YouTube is pushing all of my old videos, but I'm here for it. And yeah, my Draw My Life pops up like every 2 years. It'll go like mini viral through the algorithm. That, and right now it's the fake friends video that's just been going viral since before Thanksgiving. So all these videos from like 10 years ago are being pushed. So thank you. I'm really glad that video was able to inspire you. I've been through a lot in my, short life, but I don't allow any of that to hold me back. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Nicole Murray says, ooh, when I get the notification, I'm ready to drop all my work and go home. Seriously, I love you, T. Whenever there's some drama, you're the first one I want to hear from. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sis. Thanks for coming through. Michael Metroke, sorry if I mispronounced it, the fourth, says, hit the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Michael. Andrea says, she had the baby yesterday from what I read. Oh, did she? Okay. Well, Tristan will definitely be going to child support court very, very soon. So thank you so much. And I know you had a baby recently. So congratulations to you and your baby tea sipper. Thank you for coming through. Linda Long says, preach tea. Thank you for showing excellence. You have inspired me for years. You're my #1 podcast on Spotify. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming through. Let's see here. Melody Theodore says, is she going to scream liar at her too? Happy to be a new Discord member. Thank you so much. She said she had to misspell it because it would not go through. Wow, that's crazy. Well, thank you. I appreciate you for coming through. So now before I go, because I've been on here for 1 hour and 11 minutes, I got to hit on this really quick. Hold up. Queen C sent 5. What's up, Queen? She says, not clowning, clownette. I have no sympathy for either. I can't believe they are trying to jump you because of Discord yesterday. I was like, oh, hell no. Love you, sis. Love you too. Yeah, I was like, I'm going to just sit in here because I don't even know what else to say right now. I was like, let me just walk off of all these other platforms because it was a mess yesterday. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate y'all. I have fun just hanging with y'all in the friend room. So appreciate it. Clayton Chester says, hey, Auntie, I'm trying to see YT's trying to send notifications when you go live, but thank you for continuing to make quality content. I have to always say this to give you your flowers and appreciation. Thank you. I appreciate you, love. Thanks for coming through. So now I have to talk about this before I go. The young man, the one that shot the school child, there's some more information that has come out. And they're basically saying, first of all, let me show y'all his mugshot, because the first picture that was floating around social media had his ass looking like he was 8 years old. And I'm thinking, well, damn, maybe he could have been bullied. Still no excuse. But let's see if I can find the picture. Is it on here? Because I had to go in on the shade room for their hypocrisy. I'm trying to see if I have it. Maybe I didn't post it on this particular. Okay, I must have not posted on this. I must have posted on my other Instagram page. Yeah, it won't let me switch accounts. Okay, let me pull up the picture of this Ethan kid. Ethan Crumbly. Because the pictures that they had of him are very different than his mugshot. The picture they first put out made it look like he was just like this innocent kid. He was very nerdy looking. He looked real young. Let me share my screen. So this is his picture here. One of them. So as you see, he looks like he's like 8 and he's 15. They have him looking super young. These were the main pictures that went viral. And like I was saying in my last stream when everything broke, I said, this is bullshit. You know, the fact that so many people were excusing the other young Black boy who used bullying as an excuse. And I felt like that was going to put an energy out here that this type of behavior was okay. when it's not. Well, if you guys don't know, now they've gone into his parents' text messages. And they're basically saying that the mother was LOLing. She was like laughing and shit, and basically stating that, you know, it's too bad he got caught. It's just sickening that you have parents excusing this type of behavior. So let me play this for y'all. It just came out like a little bit ago.
First 21, a teacher at the Oxford High School observed Ethan Crumbly searching ammunition on his cell phone during class and reported the same to school officials. Jennifer Crumbly was contacted via voicemail by school personnel regarding that son's inappropriate internet search. School personnel indicate they followed that voicemail up with an email but received no response from either parent. Thereafter, Jennifer Crumbly exchanged text messages about the incident with her son on that day, stating, quote, LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught, end quote. First 21, a teacher.
You know, when Marinelle sent me that video, that's one of my mods. She sent me that video because I took a nap earlier. And so I was just shocked because it's like, at what point are parents thinking this is okay? You're LOLing your child taking a gun to school that he got from you all because he's too young to go buy his own gun. And you're laughing and saying, oh, it's too bad you got caught. I don't understand what type of spirit is out here in the world, but this world is getting sick. And that spirit, that demon time energy that people were, you know, promoting and talking about in 2020, I feel like it's just taking over. Like people just don't have any type of common sense. Instead of you texting your child distraught and upset and saying, you got to turn your, you know, we're turning you in. We don't condone this. I can't believe what you did. You're LOLing. Meanwhile, 3 other people, 3 other families are mourning for the loss of their children. And for what I'm hearing, the people that he shot, I don't even think these were the ones supposedly bullying him. They were saying that he was just shooting at random. But again, that's why I always say that energy is so real. So when you had adults co-signing the fuck shit on the Shade Room and on social media, when the young black man, supposedly young black dude, boy, whatever, supposedly was shooting at his bully, and people try to excuse that. And I was saying, this is disgusting. What you guys are doing by excusing this is that basically you're going to make this where other people think that it's okay, because that young boy who did that shooting, he got a lot of fame from it. The shooting in Texas, the Timberview. Let me pull that up here. I mean, it left 4 people injured, and that 15-year-old that he shot almost died. The young boy's name, was it Timothy Simpkins? Yeah, this was the parents. Remember the family came out and they were speaking.
Hello and good evening.
Claiming bullying.
I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. Police say the school shooting at Timberview High School was a targeted attack by a student following a fist fight the suspected gunman was involved in and may have gotten the...
That's the mama.
Afternoon, Simpkins' mother waited outside while police searched the family's home. She declined an on-camera interview, but stood by with other relatives as a family spokesperson gave a brief statement and answered a few questions from reporters.
The decision that he made, taking the gun, we're not justifying that. That was not right. But he was trying to protect himself. And so we hope that the police department does the investigation properly.
Lafayette says the fight stemmed from what they call ongoing documented incidents.
You know, and then it came out that he wasn't bullied. He was basically salty that he lost the fight, you know, and got to just shooting. But it's like, why are we as parents condoning this? Especially when a lot of us who grew up, like I said before, myself included, were bullied. And it sucked. It didn't feel good. Probably some of the worst times in our life. But you don't teach your kids that to combat bullying, you bring a gun to school and you start shooting aimlessly and recklessly. You combat bullying by staying on the right path and making something of yourself in life, because the same people who are bullying you, you'll see their asses 5-10 years from now, and most of them are not going to be about anything. Meanwhile, you've continued on with your studies and what you had to do. So I'm just disgusted at the energy of parents. You got this parent laughing. Meanwhile, other parents are mourning. You have this other parent excuse, well, my child was bullied and I want them to fully investigate. Meanwhile, you have innocent people who had nothing to do with the bullying, not knowing if their kids are going to survive or not. Because on top of the boy that he shot that he was fighting, he shot 3 other innocent people that had nothing to do with the bullshit. And people were condoning this, and that's why I was saying, keep the same energy if this happens at your child's school. Nobody should be excusing this type of stuff, especially if you're a parent and you have children or nieces or nephews in the school system. We should want our kids to be able to go to school and come back home safe. So right now, the parents are on the run, and I hope they get caught and they're charged. I know they're going to be charging them, but this is just disgusting, and I just don't understand where this mentality is just coming from. Like, just all this dark energy that's out here, with a lot of people. I mean, you have a lot of these robberies going up, shootings, killings. It's just really scary out here. I saw a video the other day of a young woman. She was getting ready to go into her apartment, and unbeknownst to her, there was a guy following her, and he basically, bum rushed her into her apartment. So it's like, you have to be really careful out here, checking out your surroundings and, just being careful, because people are out here just being reckless. They don't care. And I think it's the point now where a lot of folks, they just want attention. They want to be famous, and they don't care if it's fame or infamy. It's getting to that point. And I think that was the same thing that was going on with Timothy Simpkins. And that's the same thing that's going on with this young boy, Ethan Crumbley. They were looking for infamy. And they're going to find that infamy that they were so desperately seeking. It's sad. It's really sad that innocent kids had to lose their life because of this. And again, yes, bullying sucks. I'm never going to condone bullying. But that does not excuse coming to school with a loaded gun and killing people. It's not okay. So I hope that they throw the book at him and his parents. He had no business having a gun. And the fact that all of this is now coming out, and it's seeming very, very premeditated. So it's really disgusting. But if you see the boy's mugshot, it's very different than the kitty picture that they're trying to use. Let me show y'all his mugshot. Because in the mugshot, he doesn't look as childish as he was looking. You can even see he kind of has a little bit of a mustache coming in. But the picture that the media was first trying to use was that one looking like a little 8-year-old. So the whole thing is just really, really disturbing. It really is. Let's see here. Let me read some of these super chats. I'm going to go ahead and head out. Oh, it is 6:21. Oh, yeah, I got to get ready to go. The Queen Sim 5 says, hey, T, I really want to support into your deep dive videos. I love your content, the way you put things together. I just want to join the Discord. Thank you so much. The Discord is currently closed, but to see the deep dive videos, you can join the memberships. That's usually why I post them on those platforms. So thank you so much for the super chat, love. Gwen Sim 499 says, I'm finally in Discord. Finally sending love your way. Thank you so much, Gwen. Thanks for coming through. Jasmine Askew, the realtor, says, oh, snap. I got to get caught up on the live. After finding out my dad needs heart surgery this month and my son is being diagnosed with autism, this day just got better. Oh, wow. I'm sorry you're going through all of that. Thank you so much for coming through. And I'm glad that the live kind of put a smile on your face and, made you feel a little bit better. So good luck to your father on his surgery. So thank you. Let's see here. Highly Protected says, What is the link to rejoin? I was kicked out due to an error. Y'all always say it was some type of error, and then when we pull it up, it'd be like non-payment, card declined. You have to send an email. There's no link. You have to send an email, and then we look it up, and then at that point we determine, you know, if you can come back. You know, was it something recent? Is it past? But it's not an error. The bots kick people out because the payment didn't go through. So, but yeah, just email me. Thank you for the super chat too. Let's see here. B's motive says, LOL, sounds like it was before the incident, which could have prevented it if the parents asked him about searching that stuff. No, it wasn't before the incident. The police investigated. The mother sent that after. He was obviously texting his parents after everything, you know, hit the news. So that wasn't before. The mother sent that after the incident, you know, and so for her to LOL, and it was clearly announced that kids were dead, to me just shows that the mother is just as demented as the father for buying his son a gun and as the son for perpetrating the murders. So yeah, it's sad. Love Simple says, hey T, sending you love from London. My mom, I love that. My mom introduced me to you when I was 15 and I've been here ever since. I love to see the growth and glow. I'm 23. Thank you so much. And thank you to your mom for introducing us. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming through. Miss Melanated Sim 499 says, I've never started a fight, but I wasn't giving my lunch money to anyone. However, there was a boy who committed S because of bullying. Yeah, a lot of kids. I mean, even now we're seeing kids as young as 10 years old committing S because of bullying, you know, and it's just sad. It's really sad. And I think at that point, once parents realize that the bullying is getting that bad, they got to get their kids out of those situations. If I have to homeschool my child, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to have somebody destroy my child's self-worth and self-esteem. You know, it's just, it's sad. We just live in a really dark world, you know, where people just want to constantly pick on people and harass people and, you know, troll them and, you know, do things to them, which is so unfair. But again, we can't then turn around and act like these acts are okay either. Because a lot of times you notice a lot of these school shooters, they're not even killing said bully. You know, they're also hurting kids who had nothing to do with the situation. So it's really sad. As Thomas says, hey T, I'm a new member, longtime supporter. Thanks for all you do. I'm house shopping. This market is still tough, but I'm not giving up. Good luck to you, and thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for the super chat, love. Talisa C says, I'm 36, and at this point, I'm worried about having a baby. School shootings, parents unbothered, social media, and just knowing how my baby would be, it's just madness. Yeah, it's not easy, you know, for sure. But I mean, you still have to do what makes you happy. I mean, if that's what you eventually want as a child, don't let this crazy world stop you. But I definitely get, you know, the worry. You know, it's so much going on. It is definitely stressful. So thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Kay Will says, hey T, please send prayers for me and my kids. I've been harassed and threatened by my neighbors and the police won't help. Wow. Thank you so much for the super chat. We will definitely keep you in prayer. Have you tried going above those police officers' heads? Maybe going straight to the department and talking to like the head sheriff or the deputy, or even calling other organizations. Sometimes if you contact the local news and let them know what the situation is, that can bring more attention to it. And that can kind of stop whatever, because you didn't really explain, but that can kind of stop the harassment as well, you know, by letting the news media know and letting them know that the police in the area is not doing anything. So I would just keep trying to find other people and getting them involved, because you don't want it to be a situation where you don't feel safe in your own home, because your home is supposed to be your castle. So good luck to you, and thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. Kayla Marie says her wig looked like the Courage the Cowardly Dog when he sat on Muriel's lap. I'm worried about my future, sad times. It is. Yeah, the mama child. just excusing the nonsense. And then they even threw him a party, a welcome home party. I mean, it was just disgusting. You know, after he shot these people, he was viral on social media. They were partying with him. It was just, I was just disgusted by the whole display, as if what he did was okay. So thank you for the super chat. Ela Willis says, hey T, just caught your live. We'll catch the playback. Don't forget to hit the like button. It is free. Yes, don't forget to hit it. So you guys, on that note, I'm gonna read these last 2 super chats and I'm out. Let's see here. Rachel Marcel says her wig was out here leaning, like lean with it, rock with it. Love you, auntie. Pronounced Rachel Shael. Okay, Shael. Okay. Thank you so much, and thanks for the super chat, love. Crasbin, a bucket, says super chat has been rejected before several times. Well, thank you for the $10 super chat. It came through. I don't know why YouTube does that, why they'll reject stuff or they won't let stuff go. It's just weird, but thank you so much for trying again. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. Queen says, it's a sad world. Love you, T. Love you too, and thank you. Let's hear Robin V. What's up, Robin V? She says, hey, T, my girlfriend says you don't listen when I try and tell you the news, but when T does, you listen. LOL, salty. Haha, stay safe out here, sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and thanks for coming through. So you guys, on that note, I have to get ready to go. I have to get to this basketball game. But I thank you guys for coming through and spending today with me. There was a lot of good stories that I wanted to cover. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you to everybody who came through. Thank you to everybody who just, been supporting. Like I said, shout out once again to all the new Discorders. Sorry for all the issues yesterday. For the folks who weren't able to get in, I apologize. So on that note, I got a news video that's going to be coming up. I'm going to be working on that this weekend. So there'll be some more content coming up. And then we'll probably do a Zoom meeting this weekend as well. So, but I will keep you guys posted. So you guys enjoy your Friday. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.